lesson for today. So, remember last time we talked about how Jeroboam was told by the prophet Ahijah that he is going to be the king of 10 tribes of Israel. But Jeroboam started making plans to be king before Solomon had died. And then Solomon heard about this and he said that Jeroboam must be killed. So Jeroboam ran away and he went and he hid in Egypt. So now we're gonna see what happens next.
So Solomon ruled over Israel for
40 years. So Solomon was king for 40 years.
For 40 years, Solomon was king over Israel, and then Solomon
died. So now when Solomon died, his son Rehoboam became the next king. So while everyone was preparing and waiting for the coronation to happen where Rehoboam will be given the crown, Jeroboam came back from Egypt, because remember he went to Egypt to hide from Solomon, but now Solomon is dead and Jeroboam is back.
So we have Rehoboam,
who is the son of Solomon,
and he's
Rehoboam
with an R, and then we have
Jeroboam with a J, and Jeroboam is the one who is coming back, and he's the one who has been promised that he's going to be king over 10 tribes.
So when Jeroboam came back, the people of the north,
the people in the north of Israel were very happy that he was back, and they welcomed him back. They welcomed him back home, and then they gathered together and they told him, Jeroboam with a J, we need a representative to go and speak to Rehoboam with an R and ask him that he acts gentler and kinder to us, because remember we said Solomon was very harsh and cruel to the people.
He made them pay heavy taxes. He would force them to work with no pay, so the people were not happy,
and they were
so
very
they
sad.
told Jeroboam, you have to go and tell Rehoboam that he has to deal with us with much kindness and with more kindness and
he has to be gentle to us. He has to be gentle with us. He has to be gentler to us.
And
so then Jeroboam with a J.
Don't worry, I will go and represent you very well.
So then Jeroboam and a group of people from the north of Israel, they went to the palace to see Rehoboam with an R. So when they got there, Jeroboam went and told Rehoboam, Your Majesty, I have been sent by the people
in the north,
and we are asking that you treat us kinder and gentler than your father Solomon did. Remember, he made us pay heavy taxes and he made us work without any payment, and life was not easy for us. Life was very hard for us.
So they were requesting that you become more kind and more gentle with them.
And then he said, Jeroboam said, if you promise to be gentle with us, then we promise that we are going to be your loyal subjects. So we're going to be very, very loyal to you if you promise to be gentler with us and to make life easier for us.
So Rehoboam with an R, the son of Solomon, said to Jeroboam, it's okay. First of all, you have to give me 3 days to think about it. I've had you, but please give me 3 days to think about it. Then come back after 3 days and I will give you my answer.
So that's what Rehoboam told Jeroboam. So what we learned from this lesson is that we need to be kind and we need to be gentle with everyone around us. We should not treat anyone harshly or cruelly, especially if we have power. We should be kind and we should be gentle to others. Because remember, being gentle is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. It is one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit, gentleness. So we need to remember that as children of God, we need to
have to
be
gentle
with others.
So now it's our time to sing our song. So let's all stand up and sing this song.
Okay, kids, so it's time for us to sing our song. Now, we've just talked about how Jeroboam with a J went to see Rehoboam with an R and gave him the choice. And he asked him, please be kinder and gentler to us, the people of Israel. Now, gentleness is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. So now we're going to sing about the fruits of the Holy Spirit so we can always remember to choose to be gentle. So everyone stand up and help us sing this song. Sometimes things don't go my way. And I have to choose what to do or say. I can stop my feet, I can get real mad. do our craft. Now we've just learnt about how Jeroboam with a J went to Rehoboam with an R and asked him to choose to be gentle and kind and make life easy for the people of Israel. And we just said that gentleness is a part of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. So now we're gonna do our craft. Now our craft is going to be a fruit of the Holy Spirit. So we're talking about how the fruits of the Holy Spirit, we have them and we need to choose to be them. So we're going to write down all the fruits of the Holy Spirit and we're going to highlight gentleness because gentleness was the one that we were talking about in this story for today. So we have here is we have a giant fruit and then we have pieces that fit into the fruit. So what we did is we drew a big fruit and then we cut it out into pieces, but we also have a giant fruit here. So we're going to draw on this fruit, just make it darker so we can see the outline. And then our pieces, we're going to write the fruits of the Holy Spirit on each of these pieces. Then we're going to color them. Then we're going to stick them onto our big giant fruit. So that we can remember the fruits of the Holy Spirit and we can remember to choose gentleness. So the first thing I want you to do is to take your color or your marker or your pencil and draw on top of this outline. Make it darker, or just draw a giant fruit. A giant oval shaped fruit. So we have the stalk and then we have a big circle, big oval shape. Let's go all the way around.
So when you think about the fruit when you think about the fruit of the Holy Spirit, you should think about the fruit that you love the most, and then think about everything that you get from that fruit, and then that makes up what the Holy Spirit gives you.
Yes, because
there's
putting
love, there's patience, there's gentleness, and everything that we're going to put them here today.
Okay, so once you've done your outline, I want you to put that piece of paper aside, and then we're going to take our pieces that we've cut out and we're going to write all the fruits of the Holy Spirit on them. So take your pen and just write down all of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. So we should have 9 pieces. Okay. Now at the top, we're going to start with love. So take your first piece and write love. Remember, big, bold, capital letters. Love.
Love.
And put that aside. And take your second piece and write joy.
Joy.
Then peace.
Our song can also remind you of the fruits
Of the Holy Spirit.
So if you then just sing the song and then you remember to write all the fruits of the Holy Spirit.
And then patience. And kindness. And goodness. Then faithfulness. then gentleness, and then self-control. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces, and each of our pieces is written on. So we have love, and we have joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So now I want you to take each of these pieces and color them, because it needs to be bright and it needs to be colorful. You need to be able to see everything. So now take them and color them. Okay, so once you have everything colored, remember you need to highlight the one that we're talking about today, and today we are talking about gentleness. So take your piece that has gentleness and just highlight it. Make sure it's visible and bright and can be seen. It should be different somehow, and it should be brighter and bolder. So make sure you highlight gentleness. Okay. So now that everything is set up, I want you to collect all of your pieces, get your glue, and start sticking on your first original paper. So start with the love, or you can start from whichever side you want.
You can start from whichever side you want, but make sure you don't use a lot of glue because you're going to spoil your craft.
Yes, so use a little bit of glue. If you need help, ask for help. Okay, so now we have everything stuck, and we have all of our fruits of the Holy Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And we have gentleness highlighted. So at the top of your paper, I just want you to write what our lesson for today is about. So at the top, I want you to write, take your pen, and I want you to write what our story today is about. And our story today is about how Jeroboam asks Rehoboam, so remember Jeroboam with a J, Rehoboam with an R, to choose gentleness. So Rehoboam with a J, Jeroboam with a J asks Rehoboam with an R to choose gentleness.
And we say that gentleness is one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit.
Yes, gentleness is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. And our story, we find it in 1 Kings chapter 12. Okay, so we find our story in 1 Kings chapter 12. Our story is about Jeroboam with a J asking Rehoboam with an R to choose gentleness. And gentleness is a fruit of the Holy Spirit, which is why we have our fruits of the Holy Spirit here with us.
Yes. So I hope your craft is as colorful and bright, beautiful and bright, and make sure you highlight gentleness, because this is what they requested from Rehoboam.
Yes.
And remember, Solomon treated them really cruelly, so he was not gentle with them. But as children of God, we have to be gentle. We have to show gentleness everywhere we go, and we have to have all the fruits of the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Okay, so that's our lesson today. That's our craft today. Until next time, bye.